welcome back to my channel where we're all about love, positivity, being a girl boss, and everything in that vicinity. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I got my very first clients in my business. If you're an entrepreneur or you're a freelancer and you're struggling with getting clients, then this will basically be a video where I tell you all the things that I was doing before I got my very first client. If you're new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe and turn on notification bells for all future girl bossness and Sunday story times and all this wonderfulness that comes from me every single Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're not new to this channel, then welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me as much as I love you. And yeah, let's get into the video. So basically how I got my first client. To be 100% honest with you, I don't know. Don't leave. This video still will be chock full of good stuff. It's just that I don't know which one of these things that I did actually got this client's attention. So let me just share with you what I did. I did not promote my business a whole lot. That's just the honest to God truth. I don't promote it a whole lot. I do not talk about my business all the time. I mean, I mention it all the time because it's just a part of my life. But I mean, I'm not like, hey, if you need social media management or consulting, or if you need website designing or anything like that for your business, then hit me up. I don't do that. That's just not who I am. I'm not a salesperson, and I don't like sales. And even though social media management and marketing is what I do, I don't like doing it for myself. I'm much more comfortable like pushing out content for other people than I am for myself. That's just a fact of life. No. So when I decided that I wanted to go into business for myself, there were a few things that I did. One of the things is that I created myself a website for people to go to and look at my list of services. I had my friend help me with it because I'm not a very designy, picture-y, visual person, but I did do that. I made it really pretty and made it look nice. That was the first thing I did. That's how I started. I just did that. I actually looked at a bunch of other social media agencies and their websites, and I looked at what they did and how they broke things down and stuff like that, and I just kind of went with that. Next thing that I did is I got on websites where people were actively looking for freelancers. So there is Upwork, there is people who hire. I don't remember what it is. I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it was something like that, and I just different websites like that where people were looking for social media managers, and I like let those people know like, hey, I'm here, and I put my website up and people could reach out to me that way. I made tweets. I use social media. Like I said, I do not market myself a whole lot, so I do not do this all the time. You'll very rarely see me talking about it. Like if you go to my Instagram, you're not going to see a bunch of things talking about social media and what I do. You're just gonna see me talking and being myself because that is what I do the most. I am just myself, and I just so happen to help people build their business and brand as well, and takes managing social media off people's hands, as well as other stuff that you'll see on my website if you go to it, if that's what you want to do. Shameless plug. Another thing that I did was I tweeted. I used my social media. I would tweet, if you're looking for a social media manager or consultant, hit me up. I have this many slots left, or I don't have any, or I have one spot left, because there was a time and I had so many clients that even though I was actively looking for clients, I was secretly hoping that nobody would reach out to me. I made a few posts on Instagram, not really a whole lot. I made one good Facebook post and I boosted it. And another big thing, what I really believe that my very first client, who was a horrible client, but I already talked about that. I did a story time about that. Was I got on Facebook and I was in Facebook groups. And Facebook groups, for whatever it is that you're trying to do, if you're a freelancer of any kind, they usually have Facebook groups for people who fit that description. Also, I was in blogger groups. I found different ways on Facebook to market myself, to talk about what I do in the Facebook groups. People were like, oh, what do you do? What is this? What helps you with your business? How do you supplement your income with your blog? Blah, 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 blah. Anytime I could figure out a way to, this is like the biggest thing that I did, not just on Facebook, but on anything really. I've always figured out a way to, if the opportunity arose, I always figured out a way to slip my business and the fact that this is what I do into the conversation. I do that even now. That's how I get a lot of my potential and prospective clients. It's just by talking to people. I just let people know what I do as I'm just conversing, normal conversation. I always make it casual, natural. I do not push my marketing skills. I don't do that. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of businesses will have this whole marketing strategy for people who are freelancers and how to push yourself and do the automatic magnet leads. I don't really do that. What I basically do is talk to people. I make it about people instead of just about pushing what I do. Sometimes when people ask me for social media advice, even though I do usually charge for consulting, sometimes I just tell them tips and tricks. And if they want more, then yeah, they'll have to pay for it. But I'm saying, like, I give them tips and tricks and I watch how it helps them. And then maybe in the future, when somebody else is asking them about social media or how they need help, they could be like, oh, I know somebody who does social media and she helped me when she gave me advice one time. Maybe she can help you run yours, blah, 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 blah. So that's pretty much the biggest tip that I have for you guys, is just talk to people. Let people, put yourself out there in more than just the, oh, hey, I do this and I sell this and I can do this for your business and yada, yada, yada. People want to know that you actually, you know, that you just care about them, period, even if you don't. I can't even tell you how many times I've been in an Uber and I have talked to somebody and we just socializing, and then it just comes up and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I do social media management for business. They're like, oh my gosh, let me tell you about what I'm trying to do. And then next thing you know, I'm giving out business cards and people are talking to me and I'm having potential client meetings with people. Like, you never know who you'll accidentally run into. A thing that I'm working on right now that has been working is manifestation. I am manifesting the right type of clients into my life. I will talk more about that at a later date when I'm ready and comfortable to talk about my manifestation journey. But I will say that manifestation is making a big and huge difference in my life and how I run my business and how I get clients and leads to me. And this YouTube channel even. It's changed a lot of how I do this YouTube channel, the inspiration that I get for videos and things like that. Like, literally, manifestation is just, it's manifestation and God, y'all. Those two things can get you far in life, So yeah, that's pretty much how I gained my first client. I really can't tell you what particularly did it. I want to say that it was the Facebook groups and just talking to people. Like, in the Facebook groups, you're socializing, you're networking, people are just asking questions and you just answer, and they're like, yeah, you know, I do this little side business, you know, I do this, I do that, the other, you know, or hey, I sell these t-shirts, you know, blah, 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 you know, just in casual conversation, somebody's like, oh, word, I've been thinking about, you know, trying to get some of that, let me holler at you real quick. Word of mouth goes a really long way. That's why, you know, it's like something that's been done since before we had all of this technology, because it works. It freaking works. And while this technology is great and branding yourself online is important and pushing yourself online is important, that's the girl who doesn't do it as much. Word of mouth still is amazing, and just talking and mentioning what you do by making people like you first and then making them interested in your business. Right there. There, I just said it. The whole video in the sentence. Make people like you first and then make them interested in your business. Pow. I'm done. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave it in the comment section down below. If you thought this video helped you, then go ahead and let me know. Also, I would love to know that. Go ahead and leave in the comment section down below the pencil emoji. I don't know why I said the pencil emoji, but that's the first emoji that came into my mind if you made it this far into the video. If you are an entrepreneur, a freelancer, anything like that, then leave in the comment section below how you got your first client. If you are somebody who struggles with social media and you are looking for somebody to help you market and promote your brand online, but you do not have the time to do it yourself or anything like that, or if you need web design or a logo or whatever, then please feel free to check out my website and email me ASAP and we can talk. If you haven't already, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future Girl Boss videos. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.